agenda. We'll have previous minutes, students and school presentations, parent groups, open to the public, 3 minutes per speaker for no longer than 60 minutes total, superintendent's report, correspondence, board comments, including committee reports, personnel agenda, consent agenda, proposed executive session, and then we'll adjourn the meeting. May I have a motion for previous minutes?
Motion to approve the minutes of the previous regular meeting held on Monday, November 5th, 2012 is circulated.
Second. Comments or questions? I have one correction. Mary Beth is listed as excused that evening. She did come in late. We excused her during the roll call because I wasn't sure, but she did arrive. If we can just correct that, because she made motions during the evening. All those in favor? Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. Do we have any students or school presentations? Those little girls don't want to speak? Any? Okay. We could use some of that. Any parent groups tonight? Oh, she was going to dance. Okay, open to the public. Who would like to speak? Okay.
Well, I guess it's my turn.
I guess it is.
Dennis Pavlak, Beacon resident. I attended the search for the proposed new superintendent. And what I was really waiting for, because that's how I perceived it, I was waiting for the balloons and the guy with the big red nose and the big floppy shoes to come out of a closet and dance around. Because that's what I really believed it was, a circus. And that's all it was, nothing but a circus. I also don't believe that the district made enough effort to reach out more to the public in search of a proposed superintendent. Some of the superintendent's abilities and characteristics should be, but not limited to, working with the teachers' union effectively, involved with the community, compassionate, truthful in a way when he or she gives information to a resident, the information can be verified, so the information is the same. I don't believe you can sit at a meeting and ask people, what do you want to see in a superintendent? What characteristics? Because people, he or she, in the pool of superintendents, can mask their characteristics and abilities to fool your search. And now we're back where we started from. Zero. It also reminds me of a movie that Chevy Chase was in when he was selling his house. And he went to the people with a front cover magazine and he said, you see these people on the magazine? I want you to dress just like the people on the front cover of the magazine and act like just the way they do. You can't do that. It's a joke. It's a big joke. Stakeholders. Let's talk about stakeholders for a minute. No student bodies, no vice president, no president of any student body of any class was invited to give information on this superintendent's search. And to have a superintendent, the proposed superintendent, visit the district for 1 day? Visit the district for 1 day? 1 day? What about 3 months? So we know what he or she's like and about. That would tell us what kind of ability they have and characteristics without putting a cover on. Cover up. You want the truth? I'm laying it flat out, folks, bottom line. I thought that meeting the other night was a joke. A circus. That's why I got up and walked out and came tonight. I don't sugarcoat nothing. I tell you as it is. You like me? You don't. I don't really care. Like I said before, I don't think you can ask residents about what kind of characteristics a superintendent should have. If one superintendent has some characteristics and another one has another, you can't put the two together. You have to find somebody that gels with what they already have. If you're going to get someone in here to pretend to be a superintendent, and that's what you're going to get. You're going to get a fake. And I can see right through you. I'll be able to read you in about a month's time. And the other residents that come to the meetings as well, they're no fools either, folks. They do research. They find out. As soon as you get a name for someone to put in the paper, I'm going to Google his name and find out all about him, he or she. Any problems, any complaints, any concerns, anything would have had on him. Then I'm going to go to the newspaper with it. Everyone's going to know then. That's how I operate. Thanks for your time, folks.
Thank you, Dennis. Any other comments tonight? Mr. Superintendent?
Thank you. I'd like to start by thanking Principal Karen Conrad for the tour for the board around the building. And one thing I discovered years ago, you can tell a lot about Principal when you tour the building. And this is really a wonderful reflection of you, Ms. Conrad, and your great staff. I mean, it's an old building, but it's well kept, and I love the student artwork and all the things that are going on in the classrooms. It's just terrific. I'd like to thank the teachers who are here. Thank you so much for coming out. It's very nice to see you. I know this is not the only thing you had going on tonight, so we appreciate that very much. I'd also like to take this opportunity to introduce someone who's very special to a number of us, particularly Barbara Walkley and myself, and that's Kim Stavali. Kim is our chief data guru here at Beacon. And on tonight's agenda, we're recommending a well-deserved title change that's really reflective of Kim's expertise, her tireless work, and dedication to our district. So thanks, Kim.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. And tomorrow morning, we're back at it again. That was really great. And finally, I'd like to wish everyone a happy Thanksgiving, with special thanks first to our very supportive and wonderful Board of Education, to my trusted colleagues, Anne Marie and Barbara Walkley, Kelly. I'd like to give special thanks to Kim Atwell and our great teaching staff, to Eric Romanino, our fine administrators, to our terrific support staff, And with special kudos to Ron Mackey, Director of Transportation, and Henry Sabelli, who's our new Facility and Operations Director. In other places and other times, when I was in the district for a number of years, I always had a tradition of composing and doing a little verse for Thanksgiving. So if you would just be patient with me, I'd like to share something with you. I'm a corny guy, so this is called The Best Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving is here, so our minds have turned to all that time that has taught us, to what we remember and what we've learned. We often focus all our thought on the many things that we bought. We take our pleasure in material things, often forgetting the pleasure that friendship and teamwork bring. If a lot of our stuff just vanished today, we clearly see what's important in each and every day. The special relationships, constant and true, and that's when our thoughts go directly to all of you. We wish everyone a wonderful holiday, full of appreciation, love, and joy. The best Thanksgiving. Thank you.
Do we have any board comments tonight?
I actually have a comment this week. I just went to that performance at the high school. I just wanted to say, so impressive. And I hope others were able to enjoy it.
And on that note, I also went to that performance, as many of us did, and what an amazing night that was. But just for everyone to have on their calendars, December 7th and 8th is our play at the high school. And if the performance last week is any indication, great things are to be on that stage on the 7th and the 8th. Okay. Motion for personnel agenda.
Motion to approve the personnel agenda as listed from A to M.
Second. Comments or questions? All those in favor? Opposed? Motion carried. Consent agenda.
Motion to approve the consent agenda as follows from A to E.
Second. Comments or questions? All those in favor? Opposed? Motion carried. Proposed executive session.
Motion to adjourn to executive session for the purpose of reviewing the employment history of a particular person in collective bargaining under the Taylor Law, and the board is not expected to take action after executive session.
Second. Comments or questions? All those in favor? Aye. Opposed? Motion carried. Thank you all for coming out.